you've heard of the term situationship. I've taken it and made it something different. The situationships that we find ourselves in have to cause us to shift our perspective, either for good or for bad. When we shift for good, we've taken accountability of what we've been through, how we've been hurt, unhealed trauma. That causes us to shift in consciousness. So situation shifts can be very beneficial, right? If you're learning. Most people do not enter a relationship to find out what's wrong with themselves. Most people are looking for relationships to bring ease and peace, but that is only half of the coin. You're a co-creator of this relationship experience you're currently in, and that's why a situation shift has a silver lining.
Don't be this guy. Raise your drive and libido. It's time to man up with X-Wolf. Boost your testosterone levels to help decrease your body fat percentage and increase lean muscle mass gains. Boost your stamina and blood flow for those tough workouts. And these workouts also. Go to xlabsubs.com to find out more.
Hello, I'm Gunnery Sergeant Stanton Beal, United States Marine Corps retired, the creator of Beal Hot Sauce. We offer 3 delicious hot sauces guaranteed to enhance any meal. We invite you to get your rank up by grabbing a bottle or 3 today. And remember, if it ain't Beal, it ain't real.
Commercial. Commercial.
Good job, Sarah. Listen. Is your mic on? Is it? My Lord. Give me my exemption card real quick.
Nigga, I rewound that shit and laughed at that shit so hard, nigga.
Not up in here today, nigga. You better get your exemption card, nigga. Don't come in here coughing and shit. Bad.
That's right.
Beal sauce, man. Back in the building, 3 different types. We got Smuckatelli, which is classified as mild. I say it's hot sauce with no heat. Then you got, let's go Sergeant sauce. Sergeant sauce is classified as medium. Medium? Tastes very good. Tastes very good. And then Gunny Fire.
Gunny Fire
is hot. Okay? Hot. Please support this black-owned business. I love seeing black-owned businesses win. Let me just do this real quick. The Shrouded Lighthouse is at 400.
You looking at me, my nigga? Looking that way.
The Shrouded Lighthouse is at 400 copies. This is what I'm going to do right now. For everybody that purchases, because I want to get these out of my house. They cluttering up shit. I got to get them out my house. Please get your copy of The Shrouded Lighthouse. For everybody that gets a Shrouded Lighthouse book today, until they're gone, I'm going to do. Not only am I going to do a personal signature, not a stamp, I'm going to sign it myself, but I'm also going to write a personal note or a personal message. You might want to message this to your woman. You might want to message this to your man. You might want to message this to your mother. You guys might have a difficult relationship. I don't know. You might want me to say, hey, this is my attempt to bring us back together. Whatever message you want me to write, I will write a personal message. Or if you just want me to write a personal message to you, I will do that. There's 400 copies. Can I get everybody to get there right now? Oh, by the way, Bobby Glanton Smith is on his way. Can I get everybody to get to theshroudedlighthouse.com and buy out all of the inventory? Now, that is the mandate for all of the black-owned businesses we put in front of you. Bill Sauce, go buy out all of their inventory. X-Wolf, go buy out all of X-Wolf's inventory. Total Package Energy. If there wasn't a business that I know that needs this, it's Total Package Energy. Their energy drink, their B12, their orange chicken, their pea protein. You can't say it. You can't say it on YouTube. They'll take you off.
The synergy.
The synergy
of it all.
Please support Total Package Energy.
That was hilarious.
Also, I want you guys to support the HuriKane Report. H-report.news. Do it. I'm running through these fast right now because I got something special with my girl Mimi. H-report.news. Please support it, man. Write it, take action, maintain freedom. This is the Black Al Jazeera. Support. Go there now. Cash mob every black business that is being presented in front of you right now. Please do it. Somebody said, can I send my book back and still get...
And get the deal?
Get what?
Nigga.
He said send it back.
Sometimes you just gotta pause on people.
Bow. Chest license plate.
Anyway, continue to support all of the black-owned businesses. Get them fed. Get them right. We got one more to go. Made Man Sakri. Can I tell you? That candle, have you lit that candle?
Yeah, that candle's awesome.
Yeah.
I put that shit in my house.
Yeah, good.
Boy. Suede, what is it called?
Suede and smoke.
Suede and smoke. Dope ass candle, man.
That's some sexy shit. That's some
This
sexy
young
shit.
lady's business is selling men's socks, high-end socks. You know, if you got a fly suit, like I got a bunch of fly, tailor-made suits. The socks kick it off. She got all of that. She's got that for the casual look. She's got that for the high-end dressy look. Please support Made Man Sakri. She is having a sale from now until I think February 10th. I want to make sure of that. She's having a sale from now until February 10th. If you buy 2 items, you get 1 item free. And the code is ZoWhat. So please, cash mob the sister. Let's get over to Mimi.
Bam.
This is my nigga right here, dog. Yeah, I don't think y'all understand. Me and Mimi, we done put work in.
For sure.
Mimi is unique in that there are a lot of people out there claiming to be an independent woman, but really be low-key dependent.
Right.
You know, on the low, really be on some, could you get me?
Could you get me?
When I tell you, Mimi is one of the most independent, go-getters, self-sustained people. Not just women, but people I know.
What's your sign, Mimi?
She be like, what we about to do? What's gonna happen? Hold on, this is where we going. Come on, let's go do this. Mimi does not fuck around. And one thing about me, I love shit that has meaning associated to it. Mimi just dropped a bourbon whiskey brand that's dedicated to your father?
Yes.
talk to me. Come on, man. If we don't buy all of these, okay.
So first of all, I got this bourbon. My father drank bourbon. He loved it. And so I wanted to do something in his memory. So I created this bourbon, and we call him Poppy. So it's Poppy's bourbon. And on the back of the bottle, you'll find a picture of him, a letter from me and my daughter to him. And then it lets you know that this is Mimi and the Monkey Enterprises LLC from LA. You heard me? So look, y'all, support it because to me, this drink is for every legend in your life. See, this is a legend in my life, but we all have many legends. You know, I can speak of a few. You know, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, your grandma, your grandpa, your cousin, whoever has, you know, went on. This is a drink for all the legends in all of our lives. And so I dedicate it to my father. His name is Poppy. Hopefully y'all can get y'all some. Go to poppysbourbon.com and you can order and put in ZoWhat. And better yet, on the screen you can actually see the barcode. You can actually take your phone.
Move over a little bit. Oh, there it is.
Yep. And so, bop, so you can order it right now.
Bop.
Get yours today and you'll love it. It's smooth. It's tasty.
Is her mic on? Can we make sure? I just want to make sure she good. Is she good?
Switch it out with this one.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want everybody to hear me.
Okay.
Listen.
I was trying to work a little something.
Okay.
It's some. Oh Lord.
Got a
Oh,
little
Lord.
malfunction.
Here
We'll
we
be
go.
right back. But look, y'all, go online and get that Poppy's
Okay.
bourbon. Let them know
Yeah,
ZoWhat sent you.
And you can still hear me now.
Yeah.
Take that damn phone.
They can get your phone.
Get that damn QR code. QR code.
To order, okay? Let them know ZoWhat sent you.
Please speak into that microphone.
Okay, so look, I don't know where I got cut off and where I didn't, so I guess should I go to the top or just keep
Just
rolling?
go to the top and say it again.
All right, we're going to do it one more again, y'all, for Poppy. So look, my father, he loved bourbon, and I got a bourbon whiskey brand in his honor. And first of all, let me tell you, it's smooth, it's delicious. Everyone that tries it, even people who do not drink bourbon, they love it. It's perfect with your cigar. And let me tell you, on the back of it, there's a photo of my father with a letter from me and my daughter to him. And at the bottom of it, you can see that it is a Mimi and the Monkey Enterprises LLC. That's from Los Angeles, California. So look, get yours today. Make sure you tell them that ZoWhat sent you, though, because that's who sent you, okay? And if you see the barcode, you need to click that, and get you a couple of them, because I'm telling you, you're going to want more. It's nice and warm. It don't have that bite. It don't make you feel like you need to get something to back it up. You don't need no water, no Coke back. You just need that.
How much is a bottle of it?
Okay, so they can go online, $29.99.
I'm gonna buy a bottle from you. I don't drink,
No, I'm gonna give you a bottle.
but I give it to my ancestor altar. My grandmother was. Motherfucker had that little brown cup. You know that little glass with the brown.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Off bourbon.
Yeah.
I'm a buy a bottle.
No, I'm gonna give you a bottle.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? See, this is my boy right here, so I mess with him the long way. I'm all about doing things with my folks, for my folks, and I'm about helping my community. So I'm saying that to say this: you can't buy it. It's for you. This is my boy. You feel me?
Pisces, great promoters. Look at her. She on this shit.
You're
You're gonna promote this shit for me right there. Go ahead.
But yes, make sure you get yours today. Again, poppysbourbon.com, and go on here. Let them know ZoWhat sent you. It's what's happening, Zo.
There go that little IRQ code. Yeah. Don't even mess around. Is it IRQ or QRC?
QR
QRQ. What is it?
QR code.
QR code. Yep, the QR
Okay,
code.
IRQR ABC code.
DFG. Get one right now for this.
Yeah, Mimi, I love you, man. I
love
appreciate you, and thank you for coming and promoting your brand and whatever the fuck else you doing. Let's do it. You might as well stay. What, you got something to do?
I'll stay.
Oh, we finna cut the fuck up.
Let's stay. Let's hang out, baby.
All right. Do I have something else to Kev? And of course, We Juice. These are black-owned businesses that I want you guys to cash mob as well. Kev.
Yeah, so real quick, police stop law package. You guys know the movement, 1 million Johnny Cochrans. So this is the package you keep in your car. It's a constitutional rights card. This tells the police what they can and they can't do at the police stop, and also what will happen to them if they violate your constitutional rights. The bottom one is the qualified immunity card. This takes away the qualified immunity when they do violate your when they violate your constitutional rights. This one has the laws on the back or on the front that tells them the Supreme Court cases that allows you to do that when they violate your constitutional rights. This package right here stays in the car. When the police pull you over, you hand them this and say, I don't answer questions. This right here, this is so you can study and know what you're talking about when you hand the police officers that stuff in the car. This has all the rights that you need to know at a police stop and more. And this right here is what will happen to the police if they violate your constitutional rights. They have police insurance that you can place a claim on immediately. That's how they lose their job. It's not suing them. Suing them, you can get some money eventually down the line. If you want to really get paid right off the bat, you have to place a lien or a claim on their bond. You can do that day and they can't work. So this tells you how to do that. And you can get that full package if you order the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy. This is all the research they've been doing on your melanin for the past 116 years. This is where all the superheroes, the Eternals, and all that shit come from. It comes from the powers of your melanin. So all of that is in here. So you can get the police stop law package for free. Oh, also, these are flashcards. These are the flashcards that come with it. Deck 1, Deck 2, and you only get one of these. So everybody been hitting me up asking if you get 2 cards. No, you only get 1 deck. With the police stop law package, just tell me which one you want, and I'm extending the deal that I have. Oh, also the religious vaccine, the vaccine religious exemption card that Zo got on right there. That also comes with the package. If you order from realnoggers.com and you get the Great Book of Melanin Research.
Nigga, I could get into the Grammys with this.
You probably can.
I'll walk right to the back.
You got the confidence.
Oh, you got that confidence?
If you got the confidence, niggas about the confidence.
You know what this is, nigga? Do you know
it's all about
what the fuck this is? You ain't got one, do you? You shouldn't even be here.
You shouldn't even be here. Yeah. Hilarious. But yeah, that'll come with the package just for the last of the month. Because everybody, you asking me about the deal.
Somebody said, which one keep me out of jail more?
Huh? So you get this with if you order from realnoggers.com for the rest of the month. I'll put this in the package. But if you want the card by itself, you got to go to knowyourrightsfoundation.org because that's the only place that I'm selling this card exclusively. So you got to pump up the Know Your Rights Foundation. And also, if you want to volunteer, join the movement. We got a lot of people right now in these classes learning their rights, ready to hit their communities and start teaching and elevating these communities with this law. So everybody, you want to jump on board? Let's do it. Know Your Rights Foundation.
Timmy Tight Tooth.
Tight top, that's what's called. Tight top.
Until that tooth get replaced.
We going with tight tooth.
Timmy Tight Tooth.
It's all good, brother. Boom.
Or saloon door.
I told you about that. Don't do that before thing.
We all about
Stop doing the symbols. Stop doing the symbols.
It's all about self-love, okay, guys? Self-love.
Talk to us.
When it comes to self-love, first thing, if you're conscious, it's about your health, okay? Self-love. Wake up in the morning. What do you need? Vitamin C. Boom. Strawberry. High in vitamin C.
What if you got cancer?
You still need the same thing, regardless if you have cancer.
People tell me that if you got cancer, you got to cut out all
vitamin
the sugar.
Orange chicken. No. When they talk about sugar, they're talking about white sugar.
Explain it.
Hold on, though. We're going to fruit. Let's just say this, though. I do have to say this.
Yes.
Sugar, when sugar and fruit, whatever the sugar it is, it causes inflammation in your body.
Yep.
What he's talking about and fruit sugar is different. However, if you're trying to get rid of inflammation, you probably do want to get rid of sugar.
Nigga, this nigga's Johnny Cochran?
Hold on now. You fucking up. You're going to go to jail.
I'm talking about
20-year
nutritionist, nigga.
Go ahead, Hassan.
Okay.
Sugar. So, but if you have cancer,
that's why I asked you the question.
If you have you look at me and say, yes, I thank you. I eat healthy every day. I wake up every day and think about self-love. It's really about this. So, okay. So you got vitamin orange chicken you need. If you're toxic or you're anti-inflammatory, you need turmeric, okay? Just like Kevin was saying about the sugar.
Hey, hand me that turmeric, pimp.
Turmeric
Not
is
that
good.
I'm toxic, but
turmeric is anti-inflammatory. So most of the people that has been passing as people get older, it's more from the body being inflamed. So you always need stuff that's anti-inflammatory.
Yeah. Hey, make sure
Yes, I'm gonna get her.
I mean, not peaches, but make sure
celery.
Mimi get all the juices, nigga.
Celery, turmeric juice is all the next thing, and then you also need ginger, because ginger is good for your body as well. So ginger is one of those things that you need for your body. Helps with energy.
Also an anti-inflammatory.
Also another thing is anti-inflammatory. So, and also it's about hydration today. So today I brought coconut water and I brought watermelon juice.
Toenail.
You know?
That's the one Jeff said is a big ass toenail.
Hydration is everything that your body needs. You need to hydrate all the time. So you hydrate through regular water or coconut water. I guess there's this one doctor that hasn't had water, real water, for almost 30 years. All he drinks is coconut water.
I bet you he look like a leather wallet.
That dude's skin look good.
No, it don't.
Shit.
This hydrates you better than water.
Better than water because it has all the electrolytes.
So you tell me, hold on, motherfuckers.
This is better than regular water because it has the electrolytes.
Wait, hold on.
Okay,
Here,
what's up?
See,
What's up?
water makes this place called Earth unique. Water is life. Now you two niggas is telling me that it's some liquid on Earth that's better than water.
That is water, nigga.
Oh, so it's water.
It's coconut
And this
water.
is listen,
Water
and this is the only thing that you can use as an IV. You could use coconut as an IV.
Yep.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What is it
That's
gonna
how awesome coconut.
What's it gonna do for you?
It's
It's
hydrating.
super hydrated. If
That's what the IV is about.
If you play sports,
How come they not doing that in the
professional?
professional sports?
Why would they do
probably
that?
are.
It's healthier for you.
They probably are. You just don't know they're not doing
It's
it.
healthier. For
But
you,
also,
brother.
nigga, they not doing it because they know major coconut
Neither
water
one of these
brands
niggas is doctors.
to pay the money to do it.
We're not doctor, but we're conscious. But support We Juice. Stay healthy. It's about self-love. Thank
All
you.
right, we got some topics to cover because you niggas are fucking hilarious.
You, nigga.
It is funny. God damn, man.
You laughing at nutritional professionals, nigga.
A nutritional professional, nigga.
Professional.
Turn those machines back on.
Turn those machines back on.
All right, here we go. Now this shit, like, especially in lieu of what was just being said, Bill Gates warns future pandemic could be even worse than COVID. Now this is some new shit. He just came out and said this. Thursday, January 20th, 2022. And again, he's basically saying, hey, there's some shit on the way, right? And he wants the government to give money to a foundation. And the foundation that he's associated with just pledged $150 million to the Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovation, CEPI. The Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovation. The money is going towards helping the fight against COVID and also prepare for any future pandemic. Sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? CEPI is partly responsible for the innovative way that distributes COVID vaccines across the developing world. And it is also funded the development of AstraZeneca and Moderna vaccines. That's who this foundation. Okay. Well,
Put it in there.
they not through with us. That's all I gotta say. They not through.
Nigga, this
Mimi,
plan.
what are your thoughts, man? Like, cause this is what Mimi will be in Israel. She'll be in Amsterdam. She'll be in fucking Costa Rica. She'll be in South America. She'll be all over the motherfucking place, and then be right back here, all in the span of a week.
One day in each place.
No, because what's happening is they're tightening the screws. Mimi, as a person who travels and wants to get out and see the world and do shit, how does this make you feel that it seems like these motherfuckers is planning another situation?
Well, I want to say I feel like it's all been planned. So I feel like, there's a lot going on that, maybe we don't know or understand, but one thing we better know is bigger than what we think. You know what I'm saying? It's a bigger plan. And I feel like the fact that they're saying wants you to take. Everyone hasn't done all the things they're telling you to do. And so now here's another thing to scare you so you can do what they would like you to do, because fear makes people get in order, especially people who are not strong and who can think for themselves and can think about a puzzle. See, in life there's a puzzle, baby. Don't just listen to what they're saying. Think about the pieces that go into the puzzle. And if you do, then you're going to do second thoughts on the things they tell you to do. Because a lot of the things they tell you to do, though, it ends up to really hurt us in the end.
For real. I agree 100%. You miss me being real than a motherfucker with niggas. I love it. What are your thoughts, brother? Hassan? And then we'll end with Kev.
I think it's just some fuckery, man. So if you guys are conscious and you guys into health, none of this stuff would be a problem. It's about self-love. It's about taking care of yourself. It's about getting sun. Sun's gonna always take care of you. We are sun people, so get out in the sun. You know, we don't have to worry about, if you take care of yourself, you don't have to worry about the fuckery of what's going on, because you're taking care of yourself. It's the karma of taking care of yourself. If you got the karma of taking care of yourself, it's gonna push you forward, and you won't have to worry about these issues if you're taking care of yourself. It's all about taking care of yourself, getting that sunlight. You know, you don't have to worry about none of this fuckery.
Well, first off, people need to ask themselves, why in the hell is anybody listening to a software, a software program? He's not even a software programmer. Like, even in his profession, he's not even the professional that he's supposed to be. He's the businessman behind it. He dropped out of school. So he's not even, not only is he not versed in virology, he's not a virologist, he's not even a computer scientist. This motherfucker's just a businessman. This is true. Made to make money. And so when he comes out and they tell you that get ready for another pandemic, that's a foreshadowing, meaning this is another part of the plan that's getting ready to be implemented. As they told you before in that speech he did in the the TED Talk, when he had the big ass, the V on the screen. And he told you, he said, in 5 years or so, we're going to be dealing with a pandemic with a virus. And he had this, he showed you what it was. And now that's because he knew what they was getting ready to drop on the world. But not only that, most of the companies, the crackination companies who are doing this, the Kill Bill and Melinda Foundation, they're the major donors for these companies.
That's what we just read in that article.
Yeah.
He's pushing to get money funded to that foundation. Go ahead.
They already doing it. Like, so when he started the foundation, and they were talking about he was the biggest philanthropist and he gave $1 billion to charity when he just gave $1 billion to his foundation, but that was taking it out of one pocket and putting it in the other pocket. But that allowed him to subversively, through another company, through a company that looked like they were altruistic, to start affecting change on the low. So you couldn't say, oh, this billionaire is taking over the world. No, I'm helping people. I'm giving malaria shots, and what do you mean?
You just gave the perfect definition for my term for these helping ass white folk.
What? What's that?
Pathological altruism. It's pathological, but it's couched in I'm trying to help you.
I'm trying to help you.
No, you trying to kill me. That's what you trying to do.
Take niggas out.
It's pathological altruism.
So many people have died from them, the malaria crackination, or crack scenes that they had over there from his foundation.
India.
Yep. And he said, I doubled my fortune in almost 5 years by investing in crack scenes. He said it was the greatest investment he ever made. It took him all these years to make them billions, and then he said, in 5 years he doubled it by investing in crack scenes.
Well, investing in overall philanthropy.
Yes.
Because
he said
that's their movement, though.
He said crack scenes.
Their but to follow the point of pathological altruism, they all shifted their wealth to fucking helping people, philanthropy, and you make more money as a philanthropist than you do in the industry that you were in.
I'm trying to tell you, those foundations, trust foundations, those charitable organizations are the major vehicles of how they do shit. Y'all don't even know, man. It is 30 different nonprofit organizations. Did y'all know that? From 501c1 to 501c30. Y'all don't even know that, did you? You know about
30 different statuses.
Statuses, yeah. Nonprofit statuses. So they're using all of them. You only use one. So that lets you know how deep the game goes. The Federal Reserve is listed as a nonprofit. It's a corporation, it's a Delaware corporation, and it's listed though as a nonprofit, religious nonprofit.
Look at that. So, and let me show you something. We talked about this before. The world's billionaires, my nigga, are in a competition to give away their wealth. The website is called givingpledge.org. See, y'all don't understand. Philanthropy is what makes them money. This pathological altruism. It makes you think I'm doing some cool shit for a larger cause, but ultimately I'm trying to reduce the population because wealthy motherfuckers like us want to ride butt naked on our horses with our women down Crenshaw with no niggas.
Yep.
That's what this is.
With no niggas.
In August of 2010, 40 of America's wealthiest people made a commitment to give the majority of their wealth to address some of society's most pressing problems. Created by Warren Buffett, Melinda French Gates, and Bill Gates, the Giving Pledge came to life following a series of conversations with philanthropists about how they could set a new standard of generosity among the ultra wealthy. While originally focused on the United States, the Giving Pledge saw quickly interest from philanthropists around the world. The Giving Pledge is a simple concept, an open invitation for billionaires or those who would be, if not for their giving, to publicly commit to give the majority of their wealth to philanthropy, either during their lifetimes or in their wills. I don't think y'all understand what this means. See, because we've been taught legacy, pass this shit on. They saying, no, give it away in your will or give it away now. But for what purpose? Who are you giving it away to? And what is the agenda of those you're giving it away to? Right. Let me give you an example of pathological altruism. Planned Parenthood. Goddamn, Hillary Clinton said Margaret Sanger was her hero. And niggas go run after Hillary Clinton and vote for Clintons and he's honorary black. He played the saxophone on the Arsenio Hall show. Listen. It's pathological altruism. This woman was an outright racist. The motherfucker said black people were weeds, societal weeds. So what we got to do is prune their ass. How do you prune them? Well, we make sure they don't have no kids. We set up Planned Parenthood. How do we get into the community? Because we white and they know they don't fuck with us and we don't fuck with them and they know that. How do we get in there? Oh, we'll pay their reverends.
Yep, that's right.
We'll pay their pastors to get them to see us as a non-threat. Pathological altruism. Oh, here's another one. Child support. The majority of motherfuckers impacted by child support are poor people. So what the fuck? In the state of California, why would you have somebody's child support payment with 100% interest affixed to every payment? What? How in the fuck is that person ever gonna get out of child? He can pay off the principal, but the interest be sitting over here if he's not paying off the interest too.
Yep. What? Accruing.
So the interest is sitting over, oh, it's $15,000 in interest. But I paid my child support. But you owe us for dumb shit like processing. You mean the processing that the computer did when you put
you in the system? Yeah, putting you in the system is gonna cost you.
And what is the whole justification for child support? We have to make sure that the child is taken care of. That's the altruism. The kid must be taken care of.
Right.
At all costs, the child. Right? Exactly. Again, pathological altruism. It looked like they trying to help you, but ultimately, they trying to hurt you. It's impacting broke, hurt men who ain't got the resources to take care of the majority. Right? $50 billion a year industry. Yep. Obama comes in with my brother's keeper. Inside Obama's keeper says we're going to extend child support until the kid is 26 because they put in Obamacare. Oh.
Oh, man.
The nigga never get off.
Man.
Okay, pathological altruism. Okay, cool. So we're pointing this out, black people. Stop looking at shit like, hey, they giving away their wealth. That's nice.
Right.
No, it's, listen, Bill Gates, they're the new version of Ted Turner. Remember, but see, different between Ted Turner, he from Atlanta, he from Georgia. That white man came out talking straight. It's just too many people. It's too many people. And we got to get the number down.
He said that shit.
It's billions of people, okay?
And we can get that number down.
We got to get that number down.
Vaccinations and...
Got to get it down. Well, what's a good number? What number should it be? Well, there's 6 or 7 billion. So we got to get it down to 500 million.
And he said we can do that with vaccines. He said that shit.
Now watch this. Nigga, ain't that Thanos?
Half you niggas gone.
I'm finna put the glove on, bitch, and get y'all niggas up out of here.
Yep.
Come on, man.
But again, the way their path to altruism, as they've started to truly see, especially in this new system, is building foundations. So they don't just take money and give it to people. Sometimes they do. You can get grants and stuff like that. But mostly what they'll do is create foundations of their own and then funnel money into that. And so that allows them, the foundations, because there's less stipulations on shit that the foundations can do rather than corporations, that allows them to do so much more shit. That's how Bill Gates is able to, under the foundation
because it's quote unquote non-profit.
Yes, because it's non-profit or not-for-profit, and they can do so much shit. That's how he was able to invest a gang of money in all these different vaccine companies, and now he has, okay, he say, oh, we don't get money, but we own part of the patents. So, boom, that's still money. You don't pay us. Nah, you don't pay us, but we own part of the patents, right? Okay. So when that shit come out, niggas getting chipped off.
This is the new face of white power. White power.
Your boy Fauci owns a gang of patents in chemicals that they use in the vaccines. He's getting paid.
So
that's why they're pushing him.
Listen, man, these white people crazy, man. How Fauci, as an employee of the government, becomes an owner
of
what?
Not only that, his wife and she approves the vaccines to be done in America. Like she's like, you got to run through her. She runs through the ethics and see, okay, you ain't gonna kill the whole world. You ain't gonna kill America with all right, go ahead. She pushes that shit through. Her, his wife. Mm-hmm. Then his daughter works for Twitter. She's a software engineer for Twitter. That's why you don't hear nothing about that nigga.
All his shit, his daughter be like, whoop,
yep.
Get that shit out of me.
Yep. Bye.
Nothing to talk about my little elven daddy, nigga.
They don't talk about him on Twitter.
He said my little elven daddy. Yep.
So, more incredible white men fuckery. Elon Musk's brain chip firm, Neuralink, lines up critical trials in humans. Implants that Musk says could allow paralyzed people to walk already, tested on a mannequin and a pig. Okay, what is this?
What?
macaque and a pig. They're testing.
What is that?
Sounds like a monkey. The billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk's brain chip startup is preparing to launch clinical trials in humans. Sarah, founded Neuralink in 2016, has promised that technology will enable someone with paralysis to use a smartphone with their mind.
Here it is. Here it comes.
Faster than someone using their thumbs. In other words, they can text and type faster than you can with your thumb because they're using it as a direct mind link.
Nope.
Okay, first off, why is it that all these goddamn movies be tied the fuck in? Like, they got us prepared for this.
Man.
Right?
Conditioning.
So the Silicon Valley company, which has already successfully implanted artificial intelligence microchips in the brains of, yes, that's what I thought, a macaque monkey. His name was Pager, and a pig named Gertrude, is now recruiting for a clinical trial director to test on humans. Wow. Now, let me just say, we saw the motherfucking Terminator, right? This is the Terminator. Where's Sophia when we need her? She wrote all of it. A black woman wrote all these stories.
Right.
They stole it from her and turned this shit into a movie.
Yep.
Somebody said, come on, Zoe. Bobby Hemmett, Dr. Blair, Dr. Valentine talked about this eons ago. So, those are the elders, and we respect the elders. Mm-hmm. But what you mean? Because you knew about it eons ago, everybody knew about it?
Right.
Are you the Neuralink nigga?
Right.
So when you learn some shit, we all know.
Right.
And this is breaking news today, dog.
Yes.
Right.
A brain link.
Yeah.
See, when they was talking about it, this is the genius of those giants. When they were talking about it, it seemed like science fiction. It seemed like it wasn't real. But today, these motherfuckers is ready for clinical trials. When they were talking about it in the 90s, there were nowhere near clinical trials.
Nope.
So this is why this is important. Comment, nigga.
Comment, nigga.
It's my turn to comment. Come on, Zo. You know these niggas knew this a long time ago. I'm a deep nigga. I be knowing.
I gotta need something to say.
Somebody rush an award to this nigga's house for knowing some shit in the 90s. Right. Know the shit we knew in the 90s and we talked, man. Come on, man. Rush this nigga.
Don't even
a knowing award. Come on, Zo. All the brothers said this before.
That shit been out here forever.
I'm saying this shit is happening now. When it gets to clinical trials,
it's a wrap. That's done, nigga. When it says clinical trials, they've been doing it for a minute. And then they alert you to
that means somebody already got the link.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Somebody already hooked up right now.
Yep.
Well, how you hang up on yourself?
What?
Like if I'm calling niggas on.
Instead of butt dialing somebody, you gonna head dial somebody?
Okay.
Transhumanism.
Damn.
That's pretty much what it is. Integrating
consciousness,
humanity with technology. Man, I don't know how this shit gonna turn out.
Yeah.
Why we gotta be emotional because we making fun of you?
That ain't your response ain't emotional?
Hold on. You salty?
I'm confused. Like, y'all niggas emotional. No, we're poking fun at you.
There's a difference.
Nah, man, we gotta prepare for a lot of shit because we talking about not taking a shot. Can you imagine a motherfucker say, okay, the United States has a new policy. Everybody has to have the Neuralink.
That's pure chaos at that point.
Right.
Well, we want to integrate our citizens with our technology. We want to be able to know wherever you are and where you know, what you do. All your finances, medical history, all of that stuff is no longer relegated to a drawer in your house.
Well, they're doing it now. They're just not calling it Neuralink. They're calling it this passport, this vaccine passport, and that's all. It's gonna be, all of that is gonna be on there. But for them to do something like that, they can't do it forcibly. They're not. People not just gonna take. People not taking this shit. The vaccine passports. They don't want to do that shit. If you try to tell them they have to get some shit linked up to their brain in order to, man, they're burning this shit down. This shit is crazy, especially them Trump cats, them Trump
Talk
following
about the
niggas.
vaccine passport.
Well, no, I mean, it was when they were pushing it. Again, they were trying to get these mandates going, and that vaccine passport was supposed to be implemented. Now they have them in other countries where your status is on there.
Damn it.
But
Hold on, guys.
a lot of your information, it's linking up a lot of your information on these vaccine passports. That's where it's actually eventually going to go. So all of your information, this is why they're trying to move the society to cryptocurrency, because this is digital money that they'll be able to turn off eventually. Mm-hmm. So this is the major name of the game that's coming, and this is their great reset. Everybody's moving to a digital platform, and this is why they're trying to push everybody towards that. Allegedly, in the vaccines, there's things that help them track you digitally. There's a chemical in there called luciferase that allows them to track you.
Hell nah.
Yeah.
It's called what?
Luciferase.
Hell nah, kid.
Yeah. Look it up. Luciferase is a chemical that they put in the vaccinations. Allegedly, that's it gives like a what is it? Not neon, but what's that?
Wait, somebody said luciferin?
Luciferin or luciferase.
Oh hell no! I'm finna look this bitch up right now.
It's in there, but it gives.
And where is it?
It's in the vaccinations. It's a chemical they put in the vaccination to be able to track you. So when you move past digital shit, like infrared and shit like that, that shit can track you. Nigga, look that shit up. That shit is in there. Luciferase for light.
Luciferin?
Luciferase. I haven't seen luciferase, but
Photinus luciferin.
See?
Is a 15-letter word acid consisting of, it's real.
And that's what's supposed to be in the crack scene. This is why they're pushing it so hard, because they need to track everybody.
Wow.
They're trying to track you niggas, so they need everyone to get that shit. So no matter how many, remember when they first pushed it, they were like, we only need 70% of the population to get it, so we'll reach herd immunity, which they changed the definition of herd immunity to enough people vaccinated, where it was enough people who just naturally get it to where it builds up their immune system. That's really the definition of herd immunity. Yep. But so they changed it and like 70%, all we need is 70%. So then when they got 70%, no, we need a little bit more, all right? Now they say 90% of America has at least had one, but you still pushing it. 80-something% have had two of the two shots. So, but if that's the case, why the hell you still pushing that shit so hard? So
hey. You asking too many questions.
Hey, pew. Get a pew.
Stay in your place.
Stay in your lane.
Speaking of that, because Kev brings up a salient point here. WHO, which is the World Health Organization, this is according to January 20th, 2022, recommends nations lift or ease COVID-19 related travel bans. The World Health Organization this week recommended nations lift or ease their existing COVID-19 related travel restrictions, saying they could exacerbate economic and social stress related to the pandemic. In that statement alone, it says money is more important than health.
Yep.
The new recommendation was made Wednesday by the WHO's International Health Regulations Emergency Committee on COVID-19 following its most recent meeting. So the WHO, World Health Organization, is saying, just, let motherfuckers come. We need the money for commerce, or, tourism and the tourism business and all of this. And let me ask, man, because you know, black people, we like to say fuck the rules. Let me ask, at some point, are black people just gonna be like, fuck it, nigga, I don't care what's out there, I'm finna go to Jamaica.
They was doing that already in Atlanta and Florida.
You know what? I do a lot of traveling, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been places where people barely have on masks, but I have my mask on because that's how we're taught to think because we come from California or different parts of the world. But I go to Atlanta, they have on less masks, and they don't have like a high ratio of COVID, like to where you're like the mask made some big difference of them not having it on. I don't know if you get what I mean.
They don't be tripping.
Right, and then
right,
and then when I went to, out of the country, when you get to these resorts, you don't have to wear a mask when you're walking around. And you're walking around all types of people. And I went there to a wedding with 50, 60 people. I sometimes travel in huge groups because it's a wedding, it's a birthday party. And all the times I've traveled, and I probably went to 20, 30 destinations in the last couple of years, let's say. Right? I travel a lot. And the reason I'm saying this is that only once somebody I knew had COVID that came there, but they came from California. They came from California and brought it there.
Right.
You get what I'm trying to say? So they came, they were on the trip with us. We get to the airport and they start randomly testing people. They tested one and she had COVID, so they separated her from the group. But the point I'm making is that no other time did I experience that, and that person came from Los Angeles. You get what I'm trying to say? So I find it real interesting that these places, there's not a lot of masks going on. I mean, they do, when you come back, they do want you to test if you're out of the country to come back to California. Yep. And that's when you find out about that as well, But it only happened one time, and that person brought it to the country.
Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. Hey, can I get everybody in there to hit the like button? Can y'all do that?
So,
hit the like button.
My bad. Go ahead.
Please hit the like button. We're at nearly 1,000 people. We only got 330 likes. Do us better than that. If you appreciate the show, if you rock with the show, please support the show in all aspects of the show. Hitting the like button. As a matter of fact, hit everybody's super chat or Cash App or whatever. Especially Sarah. She told me y'all ain't did nothing. I had to put you out there, Sarah. I'm sorry.
Nothing.
No, I'm about to send Sarah a Cash App right now. She told me she ain't got a Cash App since Thanksgiving.
Sarah need a Venmo.
Y'all look out for Sarah, man. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Don't forget the Shrouded Lighthouse, my friends. Only 400 copies left. The remaining copies will all be hand signed with a personal note if you guys support it now. Go do it right now. Let's get the final copies out of my house. I'd appreciate it. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. Thank you. Back to what Kevin was saying. Kev?
No, I was just saying that, man, because last week we were talking about how I was talking about how they were about to start, the rhetoric is about to start dying down since the Supreme Court ruling did away with the mandates. So they were really pushing for this. They were really trying to get this whole thing implemented. And so believe me, that Supreme Court ruling smashed their shit. It really smashed their shit.
Biden, tell them about that real quick before you move. Biden's mandate.
Yeah, so he had a mandate that all businesses with 100 employees or more had to be vaccinated. They had to show that their employees were vaccinated. And that was going to be supposed to be implemented by the 4th, January 4th, but then there was an injunction put against it. They stopped it. The courts ruled against it, and then it went all the way to the Supreme Court. Then about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, Supreme Court, they struck it down. So that's major because now that's precedent. That sets precedent for the rest of the country. Now any state whose business or employer, and this is in your state, if your employer is requiring you to get get vaccination, it's been ruled unconstitutional by the Supreme Court. So all you got to do is pretty much sue them now and just ride that out.
So you can sue a motherfucker who fired you because you wouldn't get the vaccine. Because now
it's been ruled unconstitutional.
Let's sue some niggas.
How
many of you motherfuckers had an auntie that always tried to sue? No matter what situation she was in. She be in a motherfucking liquor store, slip and fall. I got you. I got you. That floor was wet. There was a big stick. It was a melted big stick. I slipped on it, nigga. I'll take all this. Gonna be my liquor store. I had an auntie that sue for everything, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Sue the church, nigga. Sue the church. I don't give a fuck.
Sue the church.
So you can sue businesses.
Sue the children.
This is old grape juice when in the community.
I got sick off the grape juice. It was grapefruit juice, and that ain't the blood of Christ.
So hold on, Kevin. Hold on.
He said that ain't the blood of Christ. That's funny.
So I can sue Staples Center if they try to make me come into the game and show a crack scene card.
No,
I can't.
Because that's the policy of that
that's
corporation.
Their business. That's
that
their corporation.
business.
Yes.
So businesses, you can't sue.
Listen, let me just tell you this. Just know this about business, just off the top. A business is going to say or do whatever it can, right, to protect the bottom line. That's the NFL.
Right.
NFL hate niggas. I hate slave niggas that get uppity, run around this motherfucker hitting people, getting crazy in the brain because of the helmets or whatever. I hate you niggas. But because the rest of the world said we can't treat black people bad, put in racism in the end zone, put in hate in on the jersey. We got to do something to make us look like we're empathetic, because if we're not, that's gonna fuck up the bottom line. Now, just a year and some change ago, we was like, kneel if you want to, nigga. Ain't no nigga playing for me gon' kneel, because if he does, he's gone. Remember that? Now all of a sudden it's kumbaya. That's because kumbaya is better for business.
But you do know, like when you watch the soccer leagues and stuff, they always have no racism, no bigotry. And all the soccer leagues, they've been doing this for years, doing no racism. They kneel down and stuff. They kneel down before the games all the time. But they don't do that out here.
But in answer to your question, though, you actually can sue them, because this is where the civil rights law come in. Title 7 of the 1964 Civil Rights Act comes in. This is what this card is about. This is what this vaccine religious exemption comes from.
Hey, give me my card, man.
Comes from it. It comes from that. So the businesses are allowed to set up business policy within reason, but as long as it doesn't violate the law. If it violates federal constitutional law, then they can't do it. So if they allow, that means they can't discriminate. And so if they allow other people in who are supposed to be vaccinated, but they don't test them, because it's been proven that people who are vaccinated can still get it and still pass it. So if they don't test them, then it's unconstitutional for them to test you, or to have you prove for you to prove that you've had a positive or negative test within some time. If they don't make other patrons do that, that's called discrimination. Because these people can still get it and pass it just like I can, but you're not making them adhere to the same business policy.
Hold on. You're right, it is discrimination. But whenever white people are involved, they make room. No, they make room for hypocrisy. They get to be hypocritical. Because in their world, they be like, how dare you? Why would you ever question someone like me? I've done nothing wrong to you. It was 150 years ago my ancestors did whatever they did to whoever they did it to. Now, white men sometimes seem to have a better grasp, because white men move a little differently around black people.
Right.
White men in general, they got their head on a swivel around niggas. Because they know this motherfucker might be upset about some shit that I ain't got nothing to do with in this generation. I might get thrown over the balcony.
I might get checked real hard.
You get what I'm saying? And I think white women are keenly aware of their impact on black men. They be like, this forbidden pussy, nigga. And I do homework. You know,
I do homework.
Listen, you was in college. Don't play.
I do homework.
Don't play. You was in college in Utah when fornication was a sin.
It was.
You was out there with them motherfucking Mormons now.
Mormons.
Hey, listen. Somebody is saying That ain't true. Can I crack a fucking joke? I got to block niggas. Everything come out my mouth sometimes is not the truth, nigga. It's a setup for something.
Right.
We're going somewhere. Like this story. Bill pushed by Governor DeSantis to shield white people from discomfort of racist past. See what I'm saying? Sometimes we'll be talking and cracking jokes and setting shit up, impatient, listening ass niggas. God, that ain't true, because you know my experience saying. That's called taking a piece of what I say, which is out of context, and turning it into what the fuck you thought I meant because you didn't allow me to finish.
Right.
Can we set up some shit?
Believe.
A bill pushed by Governor Ron DeSantis that would prohibit public schools and private businesses from making white people feel discomfort when they teach students or train employees about discrimination. So a bill to make you feel better about shit you do.
Right.
And here I am arguing with my brothers still.
What that got to do with what we was talking about?
These motherfuckers got a full-on bill.
A bill ain't a law.
Not yet.
And ain't nothing getting done in the goddamn government today, nigga. It's just a bill. Ain't shit getting passed in this government, nigga.
No. But the very notion of the bill. Like, just the whole concept of who would draft such a bill? Governor Ron DeSantis, right? Okay, at this time, during these conditions in the world, so we're in the time of COVID. Right before the time of COVID was the George Floyd era. Now, they put it on George Floyd, but George Floyd is just one black man of many black people, men and women that were killed. So we're living in a very racial and volatile time. So for a motherfucker to just come up and say, you know what, white people need to be protected from the discomfort they feel from discrimination. This is why the red states went after critical race theory.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Critical race theory was set up by civil rights leaders as well as lawyers to talk about the true impact of this fucking system. Mm-hmm. We got to stop marginalizing shit. Yes, it might not get passed, but the audacity for somebody to say, let me sit down and write a white protection bill because these niggas need to feel better when they hear their story.
Nigga, that's the one surprising you, nigga. All the shit they done, nigga, that ain't no surprise. they trying to protect themselves from some shit, nigga. That's a surprise to me. No, it ain't, nigga. No, fucker they done in the history,
I'll tell you why it's a surprise to me.
Protect themselves?
I'll tell you why it's a surprise to me. Because white treachery is so crazy that every new thing is like, whoa, you niggas would do that too?
We talk about it just keeps. We talk about it every week, my nigga.
But nigga,
we talk about this shit every week.
But my experience, which is mine alone, I get to be shocked because niggas new levels of crazy shit.
Really shocked that these niggas
that to me, that's shocking. To me, that's shocking.
Not shocking at all.
To me. Now, to you, it ain't shocking.
Not shocking.
To me, this nigga over here is shocking.
Shocking.
What the fuck?
I don't believe you that shocked.
But you know what? The person that's saying their discomfort, they actually are racist themselves. It makes them feel some kind of way because some people feel like they don't owe you nothing. See, there's some people that hear about it and say, oh my God, I'm sorry, my family, my ancestors did that. But others feel like, I don't like you now.
Wasn't me.
So what you mean? It wasn't me. I still don't like you. So you're not going to make me feel discomfort or upset because you went through that black man or black woman. Oh, this is how I'm living. This is how I do my thing. So I really feel like that place comes from a person who's also still racist.
I don't give a fuck.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn. Be mad if y'all want to. This is how we living, yeah.
That's crazy.
Fuck you.
Whoop.
I took your land. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
So there's $135 trillion in the economy, in the American economy. White people have 115 trillion of it. There's your comfort. Niggas got less than 6.5 trillion. There's your comfort. You motherfuckers can drive up that hill where you live and close that little wooden gate and live your motherfucking life, nigga. And you ain't never got to fuck with niggas.
Got to see no niggas ever.
So they're in all our neighborhoods now. They're chilling. They're not even thinking about us. They're eating hot dogs.
They in the jungles, man.
Yeah,
And let me tell you why you know why
the only person, because they want the land back.
You know why they
want
in
us
the
out.
jungle? Let me tell you why they in our neighborhoods.
They trying to get this shit back.
Because they said, listen here, niggas. The fuck you think you niggas gonna do? Right. Rent forever? Build a motherfucking $5 billion stadium over here.
Yep.
Raise the motherfucking rents. Raise the property values. Yep. And the next thing you know, you see white folk walking poodles in your yard. You go,
man.
Fuck. They chilling. They not
chilling.
They hear some
not
gunshots.
tripping
Like,
about nothing.
That's what y'all.
Because they know. Listen. They know. They know. Nigga. This regentrification project is based on time. Mm-hmm. They know. Nigga, you niggas got 3 years. I got here early when the prices were low.
Exactly, they do projections. Yep, and when you see they first
you niggas got 3 years in this neighborhood.
Yep.
So the block you been banging on and claiming as yours.
Y'all niggas out. Y'all moving. Yep, y'all out of here.
And we ain't got to force you out here to be. It's time for you to go. It's time for no. The prices are gonna raise like the tide and sweep y'all niggas out.
Bam, come
organically. They not even tripping.
They don't.
Right.
You see just a goofy white man in your neighborhood, you be like, what the fuck? How did this nigga just bought the building on the corner?
Man. Yeah.
Cause he's aware we're about to take all of this shit.
And this dude, I trained one of my clients, lived in the jungle. She was part of the regentrified part. So just so y'all know the jungles.
Wait, there's a regentrified part of it?
Oh man.
What do you mean?
They got a homeowner fucking homeowner thing and shit where they system where all the homeowners are on it and shit. Most of them Caucasian.
Is garden in the name?
Dude.
Wait a minute.
I don't know what's in the name, but dude.
The regentrified part of the jungles is called Fantasy Island.
But they don't know jungles.
Smiles, everyone. Smiles.
The jungles is where Denzel got his ass beat in Training Day. That's where all the Bloods and shit was. That's where all them gangsters was. That shit is all Caucasian, mostly at this point.
That's crazy.
That shit is absolute crazy.
See, the jungles used to be a classic place for people that are out-of-towners that are trying to get in the entertainment industry and they don't want to live in the valley. They want to live in LA, which is closer to Hollywood. You get in a little apartment in the jungle.
Yep.
Not knowing what the jungle actually is.
Was, woo.
You move in that bitch, you like, hey!
Hell yeah!
Get your ass in the house!
Get your ass in the house!
Leave early! Don't come back late, nigga.
You're so funny, nigga. I used to do that for my cousin, nigga. I used to spend the night at my cousin's house, nigga. I'd be out at 6 in the morning, nigga. I'm on the bus at 6 in the morning, nigga, going home, nigga.
Why?
Nigga, are you nigga, them gangsters over there was real and out.
You guys remember the homeboy Poet?
Yes.
Me and Poet was dating this girl. Well, I was dating her. He was dating her girlfriend. And she lived in the jungle. I got there before sundown. I'm gonna spend the night, but I ain't going outside. We'll get in there, and boy, I love the hospitality of a good ghetto girl. It's very big. Let me tell you something. My homeboy Haroon, you remember Haroon? Haroon used to tell me, man, a ghetto girl is way downer than an uppity girl. An educated girl or whatever. Them ghetto girls, the Mary J. Blige types, they...
The Mary J. Blige types.
Oh my God.
So, the girl asked me, she said, what do you want? This is me in my 20s. I said, I want some KFC hot wings and a bag of hard candy.
Candy and hot wings, nigga. Give me a bag. Can I get a bag of cancer?
Then the other girl asked Poet what he want. He said, I want a 40 ounce. and some KFC.
Some KFC is the central point of the order.
We went in that motherfucker, and it was just like what Ice Cube rapped about when he was in the projects with the girl. Y'all remember that record? What's the name of that record? Ice Cube's project record. Once Upon a Time in the Projects, yo. I damn near had the record hole. You remember the record?
Damn, I don't remember that record.
Oh, man. Anyway.
Remember that?
That
record is awesome.
The whole shit was just like that, nigga. We go into the fucking, into her crib. She put the little baby to sleep, whatever. She was bad, too. I was like, shit, I gotta do it. I got it. I was in my 20s.
You taking your life in your hands. You go to the jungles.
Nigga, Poet came in there. We was in there together, nigga. Poet put his feet up, had his 40, and then we both noticed the moment that we understood.
What?
It was 2 moments. Poet put his feet up. It seemed like soon as his motherfucking feet, You Can't Fade Me is the record. Soon as his feet hit the coffee table, we heard pop, 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 pop.
That sound like the jungles, nigga.
This is the 90s, so I knew what was.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like that?
She was like, we not going out. We good, y'all. We safe in here.
Huh?
Dude, when I tell you the jungles was off the chain,
so this
holy
nigga,
shit.
Wait, this nigga Poet, this nigga nervous, so he leaned up to grab the 40.
Don't.
And before he puts it to his mouth, I say, hey man, hold on, there's a roach right on the edge.
Nigga, the jungles. The jungles. World famous.
We was in the Bobby!
Uncle Bobby!
Man, look at Bobby. He looked like he want to start a fight. I see Bobby. Come on in here, man.
What up, Uncle Bobby?
Y'all set Bobby up, please.
Go, Bobby, where you want to go? I'm going to take it to the bathroom.
She can set in your... Yeah, they go Murfreesboro. Nah, man, this shit was crazy, man. I couldn't believe that shit. Oh, I was right the first time, Once Upon a Time in the Projects. That's what it was called.
Okay.
Listen, everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the share button. Please, please, please support all of the brands we put in front of you. Support Poppy Bourbon. Hey, Bobby. This is Mimi's own bourbon whiskey.
Like she needed a whiskey.
She was already intoxicated. Set it up, Bobby.
She ain't need no alcohol. She is alcohol.
Congratulations.
Nah, man, she's doing her thing, man. We should have 1,000 likes. We got 1,000 people in the chat live checking us out. Please, please, please hit the like button. Hit it right now. It don't cost nothing. Remember what I told you guys. The Shrouded Lighthouse, only 400 copies left. All copies will have a personal message and signature placed in the book. Just go get it right now. Go do it right now, right now, right now, right now. Bobby.
Yes, sir.
I want to get Bobby's opinion on the last topic, because Bobby gonna say some real wise shit. Governor DeSantis, Ron DeSantis, basically is trying to get a bill passed to shield white people from discomfort of their racist past.
Discomfort.
So basically, a bill being pushed by Governor Ron DeSantis that would prohibit public schools and private businesses from making white people feel discomfort when they teach students or train employees about discrimination in the nation's past. Received its first approval on Tuesday. Kev said it ain't gonna go through. It got its first approval. Bobby, what are your thoughts about the white shield from discomfort of what they've done?
White power.
That's what I said, white power.
Okay. Dr. Little Bitch. No, excuse me.
I can't get the mic.
Well, hook his mic up. Y'all got to give him a mic. I'm asking him questions.
I didn't know you was gonna throw the Bobby so early.
Oh, we'll go back to white power.
You want me to go like to me? Bobby like
Back to white power.
White power.
Hey. Hey, we got a nice crew in here today. Mimi. 7-8. We got him set up, 7-8. Let's get it. We fixing his mic. Shaniqua, Town Business. I love Shaniqua. Fix his mic, goddammit. We want to hear Bobby.
Uncle Bobby up.
I want to hear Bobby too.
Uncle Bobby up.
Is it live?
Yes, sir.
The antidote to white power is black power and time management. We spend an inordinate amount of time worrying about what white folks are doing when they got the same 24 hours in a day that we have. Now, when you look at what we do with our 24 hours as opposed to what they do with theirs, therein lies the gap. If it's still a gap, it's so wide now, we can't even see them. We're so far behind, we think we're in head. So it's really just a matter of breaking things down to a point where you can manage your situation as you identify it to be in your best interest. And whatever white people do, that's what they've already done and will continue to do. The question is, do we have a remedy for the ills that we experience as a result of the decisions they make?
That's why I love Uncle Bobby, because he gonna put it right back on your ass.
Right.
Right? He gonna put it right back on you. What are you doing?
Where's the pole to be?
Is my mic on? It's right here. Testing 1, 2.
Thank you, man. I've been all day trying.
Testing.
Go ahead.
What happened? He switched me on to some other channel.
You're good, honey. Go ahead.
But that's why I say, man, that's why I love Bobby, because he gonna give you the sober truth. And the sober truth, sometimes the shit sound old or sound like a retread. The bottom line is, we are our own answer. But we don't like each other. We don't respect each other. We get more power out of tearing each other down than we do out of working with each other. Now, in every step of raising up a community, there has to be some level of cooperation. Some level of exchange of goods. Sometimes an exchange of good isn't necessarily a book or some hot sauce, but that's part of it. Sometimes the exchange of goods are ideas. You understand? White folk pay premium dollar for smart niggas.
Yes, they do.
They're like, nigga, bring your smart ass in here, nigga. We got a situation for you, nigga. Niggas be looking at the smart nigga like he a nerd. This nigga's a nerd. That's why I fucked this bitch.
L7 ass nigga. Square ass nigga.
Somebody said it's better now though. Let's go with Joshua. Joshua, I think his name is Pate or Patty, says it's better now. Is it better amongst brothers and sisters
he can
now?
He can support us and get us some more equipment. Thank you. Comments and shit.
Say what? What? What's going on?
They done pissed Sarah off. She said, "Nigga, buy some equipment."
What the hell's going on right there?
I'll get you some better equipment.
Y'all done about the gangster out of Sarah up in this
But no,
bitch.
I need to ask that question. Is it better amongst black folks or no?
No.
As far as how we view
How
each
we
other?
treat each other, how we deal with each other. With all this fuck shit going on, a bill being passed for white folk. So they can feel comfortable when motherfuckers tell the truth about them raping and robbing and pillaging and stealing and nigga, you act like it was the past. See, the article says when educators and employers teach and train the employees or the students about the past. Ain't no past. You motherfuckers still doing the shit you been doing.
This is true.
You mean the past from last week?
Bobby?
The past?
An example of what we're dealing with right now. Traffic is just a mess all over.
You might as well just grab that mic, Bobby.
It's a mess all over California and the country, because I've traveled extensively the last year or so, and I'm seeing people make incredible amounts of money with a modicum of skill. In other words, they show up, they hold a sign,
Hit him with
and they make
my nigga. Hit him again.
and they make $45 an hour with a third grade education, and they're working 12 hours a day, and they're getting double time on Saturday and Sundays. So we're talking about people who are making anywhere from $150,000 to $200,000 a year because they're willing to show up every day and hold a sign. Now, the people that you see on them cranes and those kind of operations are making anywhere to $300,000 to $400,000 a year in the midst of a pandemic, in the midst of an economic downturn. We do a terrible job of following the money and understanding that the only difference between that person out there holding that sign and a brother holding that sign is us not understanding those are tax dollars. And you have a right to ask questions as to why some brothers ain't working out there. Now, meanwhile, while you asking that question, you have to simultaneously go in the neighborhood and holler nook nook and say, look here, man, you done broke in your last house around here. All right? Either you going to work or we're gonna lay you down. Those are our realities, man. We cannot, on one hand, ask for opportunities and on the other, not take advantage of them. Let's go to work.
Let's work together.
There you go.
And go to work.
I like the way you blended that.
Yeah. Because part of the work is working together.
Yeah.
Because if we, listen, it's basic. Oftentimes, when you're an entrepreneur, you feel a certain level of freedom that an employee don't, right? Because you recognize, shit, the work I got to do is gonna make or break me, right? But then when you start getting a little headway, you start making a little movement, and then you sit the fuck down on the couch you bought from your hard work, and it's at the same time a nigga is counting the minutes because he's at lunch, got to get back to bossing them, you start to recognize, like, this is why I did that. This is why I'm in this space. Motherfucker call you, he on his lunch break.
Right.
Say, what you doing? I'm taking a nap that you're interrupting, nigga.
Right. Right.
But there's one more caveat, if I may. It is back to Nook Nook. Nook Nook, meanwhile, is waiting to rob either one of y'all.
Look at that.
All right. Now, we've seen a trend where it started a few months ago where some of the youngsters went up and snatched and grabbed in Beverly Hills.
We saw
but
that.
that's unsustainable. All right.
Oh, yeah.
They done arrested most of those people by now anyway.
Right.
The point I'm making is we have to really look across the board and be honest with the situation we find ourselves in. And that means we have to hold each other accountable, and we have to really sit down and establish a uniform description of leadership.
Right.
You can't lead
A code.
people if you can't feed people.
That's right. And then the flip side of it is this. When one of us gets somewhere, it's important that we bring motherfuckers along or we throw back. You get what I'm saying? Mimi called me and was like, nigga, I'm doing woo, woo, woo. Nigga, cause you my nigga, you help me do woo, woo. That's how Mimi talk on the phone. You get it. Nigga, I'm gonna tell you right now, nigga, this what's happening, nigga. I got this shit popping, my nigga. You know you gonna be one of the first motherfuckers I called, nigga, cause that's how I go down.
So may I ask you a quick question?
Real talk.
How did you go from thinking about becoming a distributor of beverages to actually doing it?
Well, I always wanted to do it, and one of my friends, she actually has a line herself, and so I started having meetings with her, and then I paid for a distributor to assist me with the process. I told them the type of bourbon I wanted, you know, why I wanted it, how I wanted the label, and just explain my thoughts, and then it all came into fruition. It was the good thing about it, though. What I loved most about it, it was like putting the pieces together, and you just saw the puzzle form. And now I have a full puzzle, you know. So if you can think it, you can achieve it.
And Mimi don't be fucking around. She gonna put her money where her mouth is. See, y'all listen to Mimi, y'all think it's just some sweet talking. This motherfucker be grinding. I was at the cigar lounge. I was in the chairman's lounge.
The chairman's lounge.
And normally I'm in that bitch by myself. Yeah, I'm sitting in there like, watching television. This is a wonderful place, yeah.
Mimi walk in with 8 niggas. I said, oh shit, it's a meeting finna happen. Okay, let me leave. Mimi got her shit at the cigar lounge. Because again, that's a black-owned business.
Right.
They see Mimi, they go, nigga, we went to school with Mimi. Fuck that. That's our girl. Black-owned business, black brand, put that shit in there.
That's right.
Mimi was like, no, you can sit here. I said, no, I'm leaving. Y'all niggas having a real-ass meeting in this motherfucker.
I'm out.
Mimi is out there grinding, getting it done. Oftentimes, man, we got to stop hating on each other and competing with each other and realizing that we are each other's answers. You might have a skill set that I don't have. I may have a skill set that you don't have. We collaborate together and then we start to build. Every time I get a radio situation, there's a nigga in this room I call all the time. Bobby. I be like, Bobby, come down here and argue with some people, almost get into a fight, and then let's see how this shit go pop. Bobby come right in, oh cute. Listen here, motherfucker, you don't know me. But I make sure Bobby is a part of whatever radio shit I'm doing. The reality of it is, Bobby don't even have to be skilled at radio, but he is. Bobby has a great voice. What you don't know about Bobby, maybe you do. Bobby's vocabulary is retarded.
It's extensive.
It's extensive. It is ridiculous. Bobby is a writer. And Bobby has so many different experiences. Anybody with any sense would put Bobby in a radio situation if they understood. And Bobby has learned, he has seen how I do shit, how I do radio or whatever. Put Bobby on, that motherfucker hit the ground running now. Now, you know, he makes an impact. I'm in the motherfucking cigar lounge. Sister walk up to me, that motherfucker Uncle Bobby. Lord have it. Because she listened to KBLA. She said, boy, when you bring your uncle on, I know shit about to get set off. I said, yes, yeah. But that's how we look out for each other. That's what's supposed to happen. Kev has always been an avid researcher and studier. But how he took care of himself, he's a trainer. He used to train all kind of motherfuckers you would like to meet. There was one I would like to. Anyway. Nigga train all kind of motherfuckers. Yeah. I get the motherfucking YouTube platform popping. I say, get your ass over here, Kev. Kev like, hell no, nigga. Ain't trying to get no attention on me like that, nigga. Yeah. I said, come on, cuz. Get in here, nigga. Let's do this shit. Finally, Kev, come on. I reach out to you. Did you reach out to me or I reach out to you?
You reached out to me.
I reached out to you. You know why? I said, that nigga from Pasadena, that motherfucker got a brand, and you been with me for 6-7 years and ain't paid nothing.
You still about that?
Free promotion, ain't paid. Let me
Nigga, you get free juice. That's your promotion right there. That's your payment right there.
Eight juices.
Nutrients, nigga, nutrients. You get paid in nutrients.
You get the tooth salon door jokes all the time from me being here, so it's all good.
I'm so glad that you...
Nigga, I'm content. He said, I'm content for the show, nigga.
I'm so glad you gave Kevin
I'm jokes.
his props as a trainer, because clearly he must be very good at that.
When I met Kevin, he's 300 pounds.
Because he's not living, in a cardboard box somewhere, so he's able to generate some revenue from it. But he's missing something when it comes to assessing the greatest fighters of all time.
Oh, gosh.
And I'll just leave it.
I'm not. You want to go at it, Uncle Bobby? We can go at it. I train boxing.
Let me just say this, Bobby. Bobby always want to do this shit.
What?
Muhammad Ali was quite possibly one of the greatest human beings to ever live.
I like the way you sugarcoat this shit.
I'm telling you the
about
truth,
his
man.
humanitarianism. We talk about the
motherfucker
full
is
square.
one of the greatest ever.
That's indisputable.
Now, one of the greatest boxers ever. Never seen a motherfucking nigga that big as a heavyweight move and fight like a middleweight.
Who fought everybody.
You fought everybody.
Everybody.
And
unlike this little midget that he's...
and when you talk about Ali, His skills were impeccable, especially when he was young. Motherfucker couldn't get hit. He was fast.
He was fast as shit.
He was fast as shit. He was knocking motherfuckers out, moving back. Motherfucker was amazing. That 3 years hurt though.
It did.
It diminished him a little bit.
Took him out.
But I also think the Capricorn in him made him think, I can take these punches.
Yep.
Because he could. He did. Yeah. He had a great chin. I just think his philosophy was wrong.
Yeah, but
because he felt like, I could take your best, give it to me, nigga.
No, he just couldn't get away from
it. Like George Foreman said, the motherfucker was talking to him all fight long. Is that all you got, Big George? Is that it, motherfucker? Big George is hitting this nigga with 4 thunder shots to the body. Any normal nigga would have pissed out his kidneys and died.
He did. He pissed blood.
He did.
After many fights.
But see, to me, that's the difference between him and Floyd. Floyd's philosophy was, I'm not finna be fucked up like my daddy, like my uncle. These niggas said, you put that stick on him, nigga. Floyd is looking like, I don't want to be talking like that.
The ultimate science of boxing is hit and don't get hit.
That's apples and oranges.
That's the name of the game.
Floyd got away with hitting and holding and holding
no.
and holding.
Ali didn't hold.
First off, Ali held. Every boxer is taught to hold. Let's get that out of the way. Every single boxer is taught to hold.
Sugar Ray Robinson would have
broke boxer how to hold.
Floyd Mayweather in half.
Say what?
Sugar Ray Robinson would have broke Floyd Mayweather in half. He killed
Bobby,
a man in the ring. What else y'all want?
What you drank this morning?
So did
Condom water. I live in the car.
So did Ray Boom Boom Mancini. He killed a man in a room.
Man,
they got that in common. But Floyd Mayweather has never been a devastating puncher, and had he went in the ring with a devastating puncher with the same hand speed and a better chin, Floyd would have took the beating of his life.
No, he wouldn't have.
He would have.
Greatest,
you can't move that body. You move your head, but you shoulder roll. You're not shoulder rolling out of them body shots.
What are you talking about, Uncle Bobby? Of course you.
No, you the show, dude. Out of Sugar Ray.
If that was the case, how come nobody even been able to take him down by now?
Imitate?
How come nobody's been able to take him down by now?
Sugar Ray Robinson.
I rest my case. What does
that got to do with anything? What the fuck that got to do with anything?
Well said. You know what I said? What I said, and that's it.
That's it, man. That's it, nigga. Muhammad Ali.
But see, that's how you deal with uncles. You let them say, "Go on and get me a Pabst Blue Ribbon," and I done said what I said.
I said what I said, goddamn. Look here, man. Floyd Mayweather. If you want to see Floyd Mayweather take on a killer like he said he never did, go watch Floyd Mayweather take on Diego Corrales. He murdered Diego Corrales.
Beat the shit out of Diego Corrales.
Was 37-0 with 35 knockouts.
He killed him.
When Floyd beat the snot out of that. Embarrassing.
That same Floyd Mayweather lost to the boy that I keep forgetting his name.
You keep talking about that boy that he got the rematch to.
Floyd had knots and everything. He took a beating. He lost that fight.
That ain't losing.
He lost that fight.
He didn't lose.
What's the fighter's name, y'all? Y'all know who we talking about.
The Hispanic brother. He's talking about
the Hispanic guy. Not Maidana.
No.
He beat the shit out of Canelo.
No, it was early on in Floyd's career. This is when Floyd. This is when you could press Floyd, and this is when Floyd didn't know how to take on getting pressed.
Beat.
Early
on.
He
got beat.
He didn't get beat.
You know why he didn't get beat?
PBC.
Let me tell you why he didn't get beat.
Premier boxing champion. Because Sam dropped his head when they announced the decision.
Let me tell you why he didn't get beat. Let me tell you why, Bobby.
Economics.
Can I tell you why he didn't get beat?
Economics.
I believe.
That other boy couldn't even speak English.
Bobby, I believe that. I believe economics has something to do with it.
I rest my case.
But I will say this. What the Mexican motherfuckers do when they in there with motherfuckers like Floyd, because De La Hoya did it.
Yep.
Maidana did it.
Yep.
Did what?
Attack.
They attacked and bull rush.
Attack.
You know what happens? Round 6.
Round 7. When
Floyd does.
Them
motherfuckers get winded.
Yes.
They can't keep it up. Nigga,
Madonna had knots all upside.
No, he
Floyd
did
head.
not.
Madonna got beat.
Madonna elbowed the shit out of Floyd.
Oh my God.
Madonna,
Got mangled.
that first fight, the motherfucker, to me, I just see it as
Madonna
cheating.
got 4 good shots in on that.
I see
on
it
that
as
first
cheating.
Fight. 4 good shots.
Hey, Kev, that first fight,
He got 4.
that first fight, Floyd Madonna,
Yeah.
I see it as cheating. It's just
man,
go in there. Even his trainer was saying, you gotta be dirty.
Yes.
You gotta be dirty.
Yes.
That's the only way you can beat him. You gotta be dirty. Motherfucker go in there and he like, motherfucker.
The 52 blocks.
He all types of wild shit. That ain't even boxing. You gotta be dirty. Good job, Tito. Good job. Continue to dirty him up. That's what the motherfucker told him to do.
He supposed he did the right thing.
Then he get tired. And then Floyd start beep, boop,
Yep.
bop,
And
right,
that's Floyd, and literally that is
Couldn't
Floyd's
knock him
system.
out. Could not
Floyd
put him on the
waits.
ground. Couldn't put
Floyd
him
waits
down.
to see what you do
Couldn't
the
put him
first
down.
5
Couldn't
rounds.
put him
After
down.
rounds, watch every one of Floyd's his matches. Round 5, you cats look like they got a chance. 6 and on, Floyd done got you figured out, and
He would have never figured out
mangling you.
Aaron Pryor. He would have never figured him out.
Now Aaron
I
Pryor
like
was a
that.
monster.
He's a good. That's a good fighter. Right
And a
there.
much
Floyd-
more technical fighter than people gave him credit for.
Aaron Pryor
was a
an
bad
absolute monster.
man.
Absolutely was. Let me tell you
Bad
something. Floyd
man.
Mayweather's the greatest boxer of all time. Tell you that right now. Floyd Mayweather's the greatest boxer. Michael Jai White will tell you that
Sarah.
too. Michael Jai White,
I
he
know
know
Mike-
every.
Mike good
and
people.
Jeff, ask him who the greatest
all
boxer of all
y'all
time.
clip-
We're gonna tell you the same thing I'm telling
He'll tell you
you.
Floyd Mayweather.
Tell Sarah to put Uncle Bobby's mic down
Sugar.
and you stop talking into your
We'll whoop the
lapel
shit out of it.
until you can get some compression on your channel.
Who is this?
This is from our friend, our big brother, Jeff Brown.
He told me to put my microphone down.
He said, put that microphone down, y'all, all y'all clipping. Tell Sarah to fix this shit.
When I put it down, what I'm supposed to do with it?
Okay, see, I'm not gonna leave today.
What is the sound not coming through?
The sound is coming through, but at the same time,
That's my boo.
When they came and fixed the other mic or whatever, I did not adjust any of that. So therefore, I'm trying to feel things out myself.
But
I feel like I explained that.
to get back to it,
Just so y'all know, Uncle Bobby isn't weed before he came in here. That's why he a little off.
hey, I've watched every single Floyd Mayweather fight.
Yes.
With a John
Many
Desai.
times.
When he's young, with a John Desai. You hear this?
With a John.
This is the big brother shit.
John-
With a John Desai. Look at the
John
yellow
Desai.
eyes, boy.
Jaundice.
Oh, God.
Right.
Let me just say, early on, Pretty Boy Floyd, he was as offensive as he was defensive.
Man, yes he was. Till he hurt them hands.
Them hands got
Till
fucked
he hurt
up,
them
and
hands.
that was it. But Money Mayweather,
Money.
he got more refined. It
He-
just seemed like
yes.
he got better. He just more. I don't have to do no extra shit. I ain't gotta rush to get you up out of here. I'll just beat you up.
Out of here.
Nigga, did you see what he did to Canelo?
What?
Everybody in the world.
What?
He didn't knock him
What?
out.
He didn't have to.
He embarrassed
You see Canelo's face after it was over.
He made Canelo look like he should be fucking packing groceries at Ralph's. That's what he made him do.
Canelo was 13 years old when they fought.
No.
He was 27 years old when they fought. You must be out of your goddamn mind.
9 years old. Nigga, fights. He was 9 years old. Motherfucker had 16 belts.
Okay.
He was the great one of the
Don't
greatest
know who the greatest
fighters
boxer ever lived. Better catch his K, better Sugar Ray, better who that look like a bulldog. Mike Tyson, whoop his ass, whoop all their ass.
First off, Floyd was 36.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
When he fought
yes,
Canelo.
he was 36.
He was
and beat the
36.
snot out of him. And beat the snot out of Canelo.
Nigga, Sugar Ray Leonard was done at 32. This nigga was young as fuck. This nigga was 10 3 times.
Okay.
Floyd,
You know you ain't gonna win this
say,
argument. You ain't gonna win this argument.
Come on, man.
You ain't gonna win this argument.
Pacquiao ain't a real fighter?
Man, Pacquiao was done by the time
See,
he fought.
you ain't gonna win the argument.
I
You gonna
just
say-
asked, is he a real fighter or no?
He was a real fighter.
Is Cotto a real fighter?
He was old too. Beat up.
Well, no, Cotto was this is the thing. Cotto was probably the one that actually gave him the best fight because Floyd had to go up. And and he came out of jail, and so
And
Floyd
he beat the shit out of Cotto.
He did, but Cotto bloodied him up though.
Cotto was on him for a while. Then
Cotto
Floyd
did
figured him
bloody
out.
Floyd up in that fight.
Hey,
Cotto
listen,
once-
no, I go with Floyd on this. You gonna get hit. It's just that you don't want to get hit a lot.
No, Floyd don't get hit.
Cotto caught him.
Yeah, Cotto got him.
Shane Mosley ran out
No,
of
Shane.
he was old.
He figured Shane
Floyd
Mosley out and
to the
stuff.
wrong corner at the end of the
No,
right.
you
No,
know
he
what
did
happened?
not. No, he didn't. No, he
First off,
didn't.
he did buckle.
He did
Floyd
buckle.
Floyd
in
came
the
back
second in the second round. But let me say this.
He came back in that round and won it.
He did, but he didn't win it because
But
they gave it to.
They gave, but I'm saying, but for him staggering like that, and he came back and he beat him after the stagger.
Let me just say this. That motherfucker came to Floyd talking shit. Floyd's people wasn't looking for Shane.
Shane needed the money.
Shane got his ass in the ring after Floyd beat the Kool-Aid out of Marquez.
Right.
Come on, let's get the people what they want. Hey, nigga, I'm doing an interview here.
Right.
Hey, you barked up this screen, nigga.
Right.
And he beat the
want
Kool-Aid out of Sugar Shake.
Nigga.
Take your old ass up right
Right.
here. Don't go in the ring talking to this young
And
dog.
take this check with you, nigga. As you leave. He gave him free money.
You don't like
He gave some
Floyd?
free money. Get the fuck
It's not a
off.
matter of liking Floyd. I think Floyd is one of the greatest fighters of all time, but he is not in the my top 5.
Hey.
He's not in your top
Floyd, there's
five.
no
You
way.
tripping. You tripping. You need to go back and watch them fights.
I watch real fighters, man.
I watch real fighters. Oh, shit.
Floyd is one of the realest fighters.
Are you
of,
kidding?
of he's a generational talent.
You're right, his generation.
A savant.
I'll just say this real quick, but something that Floyd did one time and showed how great he was. He was giving an interview with this dude in the ring. This dude had been a boxer turned a reporter. And so he was showing the dude angles. And this is what a lot of boxers, some of the best boxers know angles. You know, a lot of them don't. So, but he was teaching them angles, and he was showing him how by taking an angle on the dude, he was like, yeah, when I come in, and if I spin a dude the right way, I don't have to punch him because I take off his ability to throw a shot. But then he said also, if I cry, he said the dude was getting ready to throw a shot, and he slid in on his shoulder. And he said, now try to throw a shot. And because his body was blocking his shoulder, his body couldn't move. This is body mechanics. Like, this is something way beyond other motherfuckers know. He knew body mechanics. Like,
Okay.
if I'm in front of this nigga's shoulder,
let me
he
ask you
can't mechanically move to even hit me.
me
That's
ask
why
you
this nigga's so great.
Jack Johnson was doing that 100 years ago.
I told you ain't gonna win the argument, nigga. Nigga, back in 1734, nigga, that was a nigga that was a slave that they got off. That nigga was great. They don't know about this nigga, but that nigga was great.
That nigga stole that shit from Jack Johnson. That shit ain't new, nigga.
Jack Johnson was in his 50s, you still couldn't hit it.
What you got to say?
In his,
What you got to say?
the nigga said Jack Johnson was in his 50s and you still couldn't hit it.
Look at the tape. They got tape of him, man. You couldn't hit it.
She say
You
Floyd.
got tape on a nigga from 100 years ago?
No, that was in the 40s, I think it was, when they did that. Because he was the champion in 1918.
You are funny, man. He said Jack Johnson was doing that. Jack Johnson was doing that back in the day.
No, it's just that Floyd, like I said, is a tremendous fighter, and I watched Floyd come from here.
Okay.
Literally, I saw all of his fights. All right, I've been to many of his fights. I was at the Pacquiao fight. Okay.
He beat Pacquiao's ass.
Whip his ass, whip all his ass.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though is, Floyd came around and got nurtured by a team of folk that he's still very close to, and everything that he's doing is a reflection of the circle that came around.
Okay, I'm with that.
Because Bob Arum had him in a chokehold of a contract.
Yes.
that Al Heyman bought him out of, with the assistance of my guy Sam Watson.
The face of boxing.
When I speak on this situation, it's not from a distance.
Right.
No, we know that, Bobby.
Absolutely.
Behind the
We
scenes.
know
So
that.
I love what Floyd has done in certain situations. The night he told Larry Merchant, you know,
you don't know shit about boxing. You don't know shit about boxing.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Yep.
He was right. Larry Merchant don't know shit about boxing.
This nigga Bobby a thug. Bobby saw Larry Merchant.
Did you gangster?
What you do? Bobby, what you do to Larry Merchant?
That was one of the greatest nights of my life, man.
What happened, man? Because I hate Larry Merchant.
There was a play that became the movie about Ali, done by a brilliant young producer who had gotten my information. He knew I knew Jim Brown, and he wanted Jim to come to the play. Mm-hmm. and Jim couldn't make it, so I went. And this was shortly after the HBO episode, which was the last fight HBO had in boxing because they switched over to Showtime. All right, and the last time you saw Larry Merchant ad. So Larry Merchant was up in the theater, and I said, "Oh Lord, is that Larry Merchant over there?" And it was him. And I walked up to him, and he thought I wanted to take a picture and get an autograph. I said, "No, on behalf of my people, I want you to know that not only could you not whoop Floyd at any point in your life, I'll whoop your ass right now.
I'll beat the snot out your ass right now.
You goddamn right. On behalf of my people.
Yeah, he was talking, yeah.
You'd have did the same thing.
He was talking
love Bobby.
And anybody in this room would have did
Bobby
the
said
same
on
thing.
behalf of Floyd and the rest of the nigga
Yeah,
delegation.
the nigga
Wall Street, your ass.
delegation. The nigga delegation. I will beat this.
His jaw dropped and shit like, I said, nigga,
I'll beat the applesauce out your ass right now.
I want you to know you can do that shit on television, but in the real world,
Right.
you ain't whooping nobody.
Nobody.
I swear I wish I was there. I just want to be the nigga that usher Bobby
Right.
away. Come on.
Hold on, calm down, Bobby. Calm down, Bobby. Calm down, baby.
I just want to be there to walk Bobby away from that. Don't worry about that shit. You told him, right?
That was one of the highlights of my life, man.
I love it. I got another story. Can we cure COVID-19? Well, apparently some people think that cannabis contains a myriad of chemicals called cannabinoids. And while most famous are perhaps, the most famous are perhaps THC and CBD, there are many other cannabinoids that they feel can kind of mute out the effects of COVID-19. Anybody's thoughts? Anybody here a weed smoker? I don't smoke weed.
I mean, yeah, well, bud has been shown to cure, and this is, they won't say it mainstream because they won't put it there, but the CBD aspect especially has been shown to cure all kind of shit, especially cancers. So, absolutely.
I was told that you're not supposed to smoke it. Is that wrong? I was told it loses all its medicinal value if it is smoked. Can somebody?
No.
Mimi, have you ever partaken of the bud or the sticky icky?
I've tried some sticky icky, and I said, ooh wee. Nah, I put it in the air. But
Put it in the air.
Yeah, but you know what? Marijuana has helped a lot of people. I have a patient. He has cerebral palsy. And the weed actually calms down the cerebral palsy. It makes you calm down your nerves. I mean, I think weed saves lives. You know, people make you mad, and if you're smoking weed, like, I'm messing my high, slapping them. You know what I mean? But if you're just drunk, you might just slap them. Nah, that's a joke. But
that's a good point. Weed saves lives.
It saves lives.
That's interesting. Because I heard it. What is it? What is it called? Some shit is called a stimulant. Other shit is called
depressant.
A depressant, right? Is it a depressant?
One's an OG. Okay, one's a sativa is more like an uppity, like you're more a little bit more like uppity. Yeah. The OG, right? That one, the indica, it makes you chill a little bit more.
Body high.
It's more of a
body high. One's a head high, one's a body high.
So one's gonna make you chill more. You might feel like laying on the couch a little bit more. Now when you're listening to the music, you're a little bit more chill with it. You on the sativa, you're like, hey, woo.
Somebody said burning it creates carcinogens.
It's better to actually eat weed than actually smoke it.
But I told you I can't eat no weed. I ate some fucking weed infused food before and almost killed myself.
But those things that you buy with those edibles and stuff, they have a lot of red dye and stuff in it like that. So you need to get more healthier edible weed and stuff like that.
Wait a minute. People die to weed?
Dye. It has red dye. Red dye.
First, this is why when they say it's a carcinogen, I don't believe that because carcinogens create cancer and weed doesn't. So that's what carcinogens are cancerous. That they create cancer in the body, period. That's what carcinogens do in the body. Weed doesn't do that. They say it because you burn it, it creates a carcinogen. However, it depends on how you consume it. And this is why people do it through bongs. It alleviates or cools it down. So it alleviates at least 80 to 90% of that when you take it in. So it depends on how you consume it.
Bobby?
There's I think a multitude of things that you can do to fight off disease, and some of them are very simplistic, and it's just a matter of being consistent. and one is make sure you stay hydrated.
Water.
For me, that's Kangen water. But water, period.
Right,
Because
alkaline
the body
water.
is 85% water.
Bobby,
The
can the
brain-
people get a water machine from you now?
They never stop making it.
Well, can they get it from
you?
you?
Absolutely,
Oh.
yeah.
And where did how
Bobby
did-
at realmendon'tplay.com.
Y'all,
There
man.
you go.
Holla.
Get your Kangen machine, Kangen water machine.
I
Hey.
had my machine for 15 years. It's the
That's
only
fine.
thing I've ever taken care of like I should have taken care of myself. And it's been a godsend because it does far more than just produce drinking water. I can clean my vegetables with the water, all of the stuff that you spend a lot of money on trying to get toxins out of your body.
Yep.
The machine does that. If I get a little sniffle or something, I can drink some of the 2.5 water. So it does a multitude of things, and more importantly, the machine will last another 40 years.
And you know what's crazy is I never made my oldest son like take vitamins or nothing like that. His mother was always into that shit. I wasn't paying attention like that. But I made that nigga drink that Kangen water. Bobby would bring gallons of this shit to the crib. I poured in a gallon for him. Knew go to a workout, he got that water with him
You recover faster.
during that
Yes.
recovery time. And that's real. I made him drink that damn water.
But I promise people a call to action today. It's just imperative that we begin to build towards a better understanding of how the body works. And everybody in here looks like they at least attempt to take care of their body.
I'm trying, Bobby.
I know you are. How you coming, bro? How you coming?
Soon as this show over, I got to run to the house.
And eat what? What you gonna eat?
No, it ain't what he gonna eat. It's what he gonna eliminate.
Okay.
No, man. Bobby hooked me up with his doctor.
Russell?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the cleanse, man.
Oh, yeah.
He gave me the whole month.
When'd you talk to Russell?
I was just out there.
So
Me and Corey were there together.
So when he gonna come on the show?
I'm bringing him on ASAP.
Yeah, he coming. He coming.
All right.
He's coming.
Man.
You talk to
I
him
started
yet?
shit Wednesday.
Oh, the shit is awesome. I've been doing this for the last 2 years.
Nigga.
Last year I've been doing it.
When I tell you, he got some shit called Super Bowel Pocket.
You should take that all the time because it'll make you clear all that waste out of your
Nigga.
It's coming, bro. It's
I
coming.
want you to take this Super Bowel Pocket. And then you take 4 glasses of it. See, now I got to get up early because it's a 2-hour process to take all the shit.
That's man.
Hey.
You take this, wait 15 minutes, then take that. Take this, wait another 15 minutes. I said, God damn. This morning I was trying to pray. I had to get
Look, if you bombard your body with that bullshit, then you need to do the other thing. Like I'm coming off a 2-month cleanse because I do 10 months of fuckery through the year, and then the last 2 months of the year, I'll take it. I'll
That's
take
the
off.
thing people just need to know about, and that is you can continue doing what you're doing if you're satisfied with the results. And if you're not satisfied with the results, first thing you have to do is accept the change that's necessary to get the life that you want.
That's right.
I don't know anybody that wants to be sluggish and lethargic and just stuck where they are.
Somebody said, Zoe, you need Depends. Let me tell you though, that Super Bowel Pocket, it's a powder, it's jet black, and it's got some kind of seeds in it.
Chia seeds.
Chia
That's what
seeds,
that
is
is.
that what
Chia
that
seeds,
is?
Because chia seeds
Let me
make
tell
you
Fibers.
When I talked to
Fibers
that
push you
man,
through.
that man said, listen here, this is what's going to happen. Listen here, this is what's going to happen. You got to follow it now. You got to follow it. You're going to follow this. And then that next morning, 3 of them. I said 3 of them. What you're going to drop 3 of them. There's going to be 3 of them. You understand?
just preparing you, nigga. Just preparing you.
And what he didn't prepare me for, because that Super Bowel Pocket, that shit is jet black. Mm-hmm. When I tell you, nigga, it had to be 15 pounds of black.
goo.
Oh yeah. Oh.
I had to think like, nigga, my toilet ain't big enough. My toilet.
Nigga, first off, why you had that much shit? Why you had that much shit packed up, nigga, in you, nigga?
Nigga, I'm on the toilet flushing. I said, well, goddamn, it ain't over.
This nigga look like he Amish and churning butter and shit.
I was like, God damn. So I'm on that.
And in exchange, you get your life back.
Yeah.
Because it really irks him that I get to talk shit about balling. You know what I mean? And the first thing he said when he met with Doc Russ, man, he was like, man, I ain't gonna be putting up too much more of this. You gonna take me to the hoop shit, you know. So to be continued.
Bobby, I tell you right now, boy.
Wait till I'm over this cleanse, nigga.
Because the cleanse is a month long. I'm gonna tell you right now, nigga. I lose 7 pounds. That's your ass.
Oh, you gonna lose 7 pounds?
You lose 7 pounds.
All I'm saying is all I need. If I lose just 7 pounds, Bobby,
you're gonna lose more than 7.
that means I get to leave the ground again.
You ain't jumping off the ground right now, nigga.
You understand me, Bobby?
He said I ain't leaving the ground right now.
But I'm just counting on the fact you'll never play that much defense again in your life.
I had to play you, Bobby. I wasn't even in shape then. I said I got to get serious.
You was bent over, you know, he was finished. I just couldn't drop my last 2 shots.
Can you imagine this time me playing over and not me playing you and not being tired?
But you ain't gonna be. Defense is not your game, though.
Yes, it is. You saw I play defense. That's
Nigga,
how I beat you last time.
that's his and one name, Bobby Breaking Ankles. Throw it up. Bobby Breaking Ankles. That's his and one name.
That we'll be able to sell this on the court. Yeah.
I'm gonna bust you up, Bobby. This time I ain't gonna be tired. You gonna get dunked on, Bobby. I'm going right for that red. Bobby, if they get a video of me dunking on you, boy, do you know what's gonna happen, Bobby?
Well, you know what it's gonna look like.
Westbrook on Old Boy the other day.
It's gonna look like what it is, foot basketball.
All right, this is our final story for today. Before we get to the story, please hit Sarah's Cash App. Please. She has done a great job. I appreciate her. I'm going to hit her Cash App personally. But please hit Sarah's Cash App. Show your appreciation. Support Bobby. If you want a Kangen water machine, Bobby is the guy to go to.
If you want to grow food locally, I'm the guy you go to.
There you see, Bobby is this motherfucker. Radio, water, food. Bobby out here.
And work. We're going to put some people to work.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Somebody said Bobby almost schooled your ass, though.
He knows.
He got 20 years on. Yes, he does. Yeah. And I was out of shape. Yeah. I acknowledge Bobby was tough. And Bobby had been on the Kangen water for 32 years at that point.
Like, nigga got this nigga with super knees.
I had 2-3 months of Kangen water and no workout. Bobby was a struggle. But Bobby, who won?
You had to bring that up.
I just want to know, Bobby.
I won in the court of public opinion.
He's like, that's all that matters.
Yeah, but the court was...
You better not claim a moral victory, Bobby. I don't want to see you do it live on TV. Don't do this, Bobby.
He's like, nigga, you was in a wheelchair coming off the court.
I almost died. I had to go home and lay down. I almost died.
See? That's a victory for Uncle Bobby. That's a victory.
Bobby, who won?
18 machines.
He said I sold 18 machines.
Yeah, a nice little piece of change. So, you know, I won, damn it.
So, here's the final story. They said downtown Los Angeles looks like a third world country.
Oh, man.
Why?
Because motherfuckers is robbing.
Yeah. The homeless people
The trains.
What?
Newsom decries rail thefts amid punishment to beef up enforcement. The viral images were shocking. Railroad tracks in the heart of Los Angeles buried in a blizzard of debris as scavengers picked at what was left behind by thieves who broke into cargo containers on idle trains. Last week, the thefts raised questions about how a key element of the supply chain could be so vulnerable. On Thursday, Governor Gavin Newsom showed up to express his own confusion and outrage.
Oh, please.
So basically, those trains will sit idle waiting for the next day
or for whoever.
To be offloaded.
Yeah, to be offloaded.
Right.
Which is a job.
Yes, a very well paid.
Motherfuckers get paid well for doing that.
Absolutely.
And so in the idle time, the homeless folk, because people forget that homeless situation in LA is the worst homeless situation in the nation.
Yeah, absolutely. By far.
Yeah.
By far.
About 300,000 people.
The motherfuckers say, oh, so you finna leave the new iPads right here?
Right.
Right.
The Oculuses and shit.
I'm gonna tell you, better not be no mayonnaise on none of these motherfuckers.
Better be no
Right.
mayonnaise.
Let an idle train have some pickles and some mayonnaise, nigga. We finna do well this evening.
Right.
So what's happening is they're idle, they get broken into, and this is why a lot of people are not getting their packages. Their packages is down here.
At the port.
And a lot of that stuff on the ground is still unopened. There was a dude who has a YouTube channel. He went down. He has a two-parter. He went down there and started going through the shit. And he was like, "Oh, this unopened. This unopened. This unopened." He was just finding all kind of shit. Still chilling.
Wow.
Crazy times.
Well, it shows you though, you can kind of push things in the corner, and in that moment you don't see it. That don't mean it's not there.
It's here.
The rise in poverty is a serial killer, man.
Yeah.
And it turns people into predators that otherwise wouldn't even imagine doing some of the things that they find themselves doing once they no longer have a steady form of income and a roof over their head. The game changes, and we're not built for that as a nation. We really aren't. And you can lock them up. Well, okay, now what you gonna do with them? You don't went from not having to spend no money.
Because if you lock them up, you gotta feed them.
$50,000, $60,000 a year for
Yeah.
some bullshit.
Exactly.
You gotta feed them, gotta clothe them.
So
And jails get a lot of money per day for
it's the best and worst of times. It really is.
It really is. I'm gonna say it again before I end today's show. If we don't get down with each other, we're gonna get clowned by each other.
Come on now.
100%.
Damn, we gotta get down.
That's right.
Like, we gotta find a way to get down. Everybody ain't perfect. Everybody ain't gonna have the right answers, but I tell you, one right answer is working together. And taking the best of me and adding it to the best of you and adding it to the best of the crew. And the next thing you know, we got a plan. We can do something. We can act on something. But nothing is gonna happen by relying on this system. I just gotta be honest. It's just not gonna happen. When we look at somebody that Bobby knows, you know, Sam Watson. And I like to call the other brother the ghost.
Al Heyman.
Don't nobody know. And see,
Yep.
and don't nobody. Them motherfuckers
That's what
ain't-
Floyd called it, the ghost.
That's the ghost.
Yeah.
But that motherfucker built a dynasty under their nose.
With their money.
With their money, without showing out, without puffing his chest out, or like I like to call it, peacocking. Without peacocking.
Right.
Just under the table, quiet. Next thing you know, he's building a dynasty. And this is why I applaud Floyd for hooking up with the right people. Those people guided his career correctly. And he's 50-0. And you a super talent, and you got the team?
Man.
Wait, a super transcendent talent with the team?
With the team.
Okay, cool. We good. He deserves to be fucking 50-0. That's why I consider him the greatest.
Yep.
You had to slip that in.
He is. Damn it. Stop hating.
Somebody said that's our main issue, peacocking.
Yep.
Hey, man, if we don't figure it out, everybody should get behind Mimi's poppy drink.
Thank you.
Even if you don't drink.
You know somebody that do.
You know, right.
Right.
You know somebody
Right
that
as a
do.
gift.
Even if you don't drink, support Mimi. Everybody should get behind, of course, Beal Sauce,
Beal
Weed
Sauce.
Juice,
How about this one? Take it.
X-Wolf, Z-Moss.
High and mighty.
Zoe Z-Moss is in jail. Remember what I said, guys. Last 400 copies will all be signed.
Coconut.
And a personal note. Alright? A personal note.
Your hand gonna be like this. nigga.
Again, everybody, I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna do it. But everybody, we gotta find a way. If you have a shrouded lighthouse in your life, and again, every product has to be birthed.
Mimi met the right people, connected with the right people, got the vision, got the idea, gave birth to a product. If you give birth to a product, you can come to me. Black businesses have been reaching out. Can you promote this? Can you do that? Can you do this? Can you do that? Again, reciprocity is a part of nature, right? If I got a platform that can help you and you bring that shit through, we'll try to blow it up. But y'all got to support the platform too. Oftentimes we live in a society with our own people. They be on some bullshit. They want to get what they can get from you without paying it forward to you or through you. Mm-hmm. No, that's not how it works. Hey man, shout my business out. Man, this platform got 70,000 subscribers. If you go to a fucking psychic who ain't even connected to your cultural heritage, they gonna charge you $50 for a reading.
Right.
You come to me and expect me to do it for free.
Right.
Or I ain't down. No, pay it forward.
That part.
That's it, pay it forward. That young man we was promoting who had the coding school, Sarah?
Yeah.
You still got his image? Uh-huh. Him and his dad put a little skin in the game to get their product promoted. And he said they got a lot of traffic to the website.
Oh, that's good.
He said the promotion on this show raised the visibility of their brand and business. He said, but brothers saw the price and didn't want to participate. Now, this right here is how you get a certificate to become a medical coder, which makes money.
It's gonna pay you back.
And it's gonna pay you back. And you can work this shit on your computer remotely.
At home.
At home. And working at home is about to be a fucking reality for damn near everybody.
Everybody,
This man, Bill Gates, is already out here talking about the next big one. Mm-hmm. So when the next pandemic comes, so why wouldn't you invest in yourself?
Right.
Nah, you see a price and you get scared.
But if you break the prices down, it's something that we also don't do. It's not as cost prohibitive as it appears to be. And I simply say by that, if you can afford to chip away at the cost of something and in return get a perpetual income the rest of your life,
right?
What's that worth?
Thank you.
Right. And the same is true with your health. You know,
That's
people
right.
talking about, oh man, this costs too much. Well, you know what it costs to get to the hospital? $1,500. Just to get the ride to the hospital. And once you get there, everything they do, they send you a chunking bill for that's gonna trail you to the grave.
To the grave.
But you wouldn't invest $5,000 or $10,000 in yourself.
Right. And then if you can't pay for it and you die, they pass that bill on to your kids.
Right.
One of you niggas gonna have to pay for this this tracheotomy we performed 2 weeks ago. That shit killed him. Well, nigga, it still costs.
You can't prove it, you know, because, and that's another thing, man, not knowing is very dangerous. Right now, they can do anything to you in the hospital under the cover of the pandemic and you can't sue them.
And that's the game.
So, a book might lead to a healthy mind. Some juice might lead to a healthy gut and a healthy body.
Absolutely.
Some gin, some whiskey might lead to a
little nugget night.
Nugget.
Groovy.
Blame it on the alcohol.
Little hot sauce gonna lead to a wonderful fish sandwich.
A wonderful fish sandwich.
A wonderful fish sandwich. Some ex-wolf gonna lead to some excellent wood, which gonna go well with the bourbon. You might want to take these two together. Right?
That's your.
But it's all about supporting and promoting black-owned businesses and keeping them elevated during difficult times. I want to say again, I thank Bobby, I thank Mimi, I thank my brother Kevin, I thank my brother, of course, Hassan. I thank Jeff Brown for texting us during the show. Jeff watching the show. I thank everybody in here who shared on the Super Chat, on the Cashapp. I thank everybody in here. I appreciate you all. Let's get the year going right. Oh, by the way, January 31st through Valentine's Day, I will be on KBLA. You better download the KBLA 1580 Talk app. Yeah. I will be on every day for 14 days. Doing the voice of reason. You know you got to come through.
Okay, I'm going to have to roll through for sure.
I'm doing the voice of reason. Phone line's going to be lit.
Yes.
Download the KBLA app. Why do I tell you to download the KBLA app? I'm a broadcast live so you can see it on YouTube. But on YouTube, you will not be able to hear the callers. You download the app, you can hear the callers while watching it on YouTube. All right? I'm going to be on Tavis Smiley's KBLA.
Yes.
I'm finna act an entire fool on that show. So download KBLA 1580 app. Kev?
No, I'm just saying, make sure you guys go to knowyourrightsfoundation.org if you want just the police stop law packages or Zoe flash the
Oh, I'm wearing this.
The chest license plate. No, the vaccine religious exemption card. Those are only or exclusively on the knowyourrightsfoundation.org website. But if you want the whole package, I will throw that in the whole package if you buy the Great Book of Melanin Research, and that's only for the rest of the month. After that, I will not be putting this in the package. So please don't message me asking me where the damn what his card is after the 31st. All right, but realnoggets.com if you want the Great Book of Melanin Research and the package. Want just the package, knowyourrightsfoundation.org.
Oh, somebody said what time? 7 to 9 p.m. every day. 7 to 9. All right. What's up?
Nothing.
You want to say something else about your juice?
What I got?
Vitamin orange chicken. Make sure you get your orange chicken up.
And then, Bobby?
Turmeric, ginger.
If anybody has an interest in more information about contracting opportunities in construction in particular, or growing food locally, you can call me. I very rarely do this, but I think it's time to put it out there. Call me at 424-603-9311. It's time for us to go to work. 424-603-9311.
Man.
I know how to hang up, and I know how to block folks.
He said, I know how to hang up on folks, and I know how to block folks.
You gotta do all that.
That is hilarious.
Bobby, you giving out your number?
I just told you why. I know how to block, and I know how to hang.
What up with these?
You know how to block and you know how to dunk?
Yeah.
Oh, my shit.
What up with these, nigga?
No, you got two. Wait. Oh, those are yours.
Nigga start stealing hot sauce.
You put yours in the bag?
In the bag. No. Wait. Did he say his show is over?
Is that it? Is the show over?
Over. Show we didn't have it up
Peace. This nigga crazy.